Hello crafty friends, welcome to another texture paste ideas video. To get started today, I took a stencil with some dashes on and I put Liquitex light modelling paste through the stencil using my cake icing scraper tool. The paper is mixed media paper, which is a very robust paper. You can pretty much throw any wet mediums at it and it will stand up to it. So after leaving my texture paste to dry thoroughly, I thought I would play with Distress watercolour pencils. So I took salvage patina and rubbed it all over the dry paste. Then I took Mermaid Lagoon and added a few patches here and there. And after that I used Chip Sapphire to add a few darker patches here and there. As you rub the pencils over the dry texture paste, the pigment is transferred to the texture paste. It doesn't look very bold at the moment, but once you give it a spritz with water, it activates the pencil and brings them to life. So that's what I did. I spritzed it with water and then I took a paintbrush and nudged the colours around to get them to dissolve properly, to get them to move around and soak into the paper and the texture paste. And because I used bluey colours, they're all close to each other on the colour wheel, they're analogous colours. So when mixed, they don't make mud, they just make new bluey colours. After giving everything a good poke with a wet paintbrush, I dried my paper with a hairdryer and then I went in with another layer just to increase the saturation, make the colours a bit bolder. After going over it with the salvage patina, I spritzed it with more water and then dried it with my hairdryer. And then I took some white pigment powder, I think this is Magic Sparkles from Indigo Blue, and then I put some on my glass mat, hydrated it with water and then painted it on here and there to add some shimmer and shine to the background. After drying it again, I decided I wanted to spatter on it, but I wanted some nice bold white spatters. So I took some water, put it on my mat, and then added some Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white ink. This is quite a solid ink. It doesn't spatter straight out of the pot, so that's why I mixed it with water. So I picked that up with a paintbrush, spattered it all over, dried it with my hairdryer, and because I dried it quite quickly, it didn't absorb the colour that was already there. So once that was all dry, I took a fairly large square die, lined it up to get the patterned square in the frame, stuck the die down with some washi tape and then ran the whole thing through my die cutting machine. Once it was cut, I wanted to add a little bit of definition around the edge. So I added a little bit of Salty Ocean Distress Oxide around the edge. I used the residual ink on the brush. I didn't ink it up again from the ink pad, and that just gave it a very subtle bit of darker blue around the edge. Next, I placed the background on a card panel. I didn't stick it down. I just wanted to be able to figure out where a third of the way up the card was going to be. So I used my rule of thirds acetate grid from that and glued on a stitched strip of white card. I then cut off the overhang, added tape to the back, stuck it on some white card and gave it a border of 1/8 of an inch all the way round using my mini Perfect Layers tools. I don't know where you can buy these from, I got them second hand, but if you hunt the internet you might find them or something similar. To neaten the edges of everything, I went around it with my edge beveling tool. This just curves the edge over slightly and makes it look die cut rather than trimmer or knife cut. Once I was happy with all that, I stuck that down onto my card blank and then I die cut out 2 feathers from matte silver cardstock and I glued these one on top of the other over to the right hand side so that they would sit roughly on that right hand third line of the rule of thirds grid. The front feather I did pop up on foam tape to give it a bit of dimension. And for my sentiment, I chose a lovely thin hello die and cut the word from another bit of matte silver cardstock. I then mounted that on vellum and ran the whole thing through my Xyron sticker maker to make the back of the vellum sticky. I then added this on the stitched white strip over to the left hand side. And as a finishing touch, I added some Silver Nouveau drops around the feathers and some White Blizzard Nouveau drops. The White Blizzard drops dry clear, but they've got some iridescent glitter inside them, so they're very pretty. And that was this card finished. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you an idea or two, and I hope to see you back here very soon for another one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.